Welcome back to another Valkyria I don't know what this... It's like doing a slight accent. Welcome back to more Valkyria Chronicles 4. The show where we worship Darcsens all day, every day. Except for Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Let's get right into it. And hope the screen is cropped right. Oh shit, I didn't turn this on. Alright. Let's get right into the news. There's so many, like, YouTube celebrities that I've watched over the course of my... Ah, that's really loud. Hang on, let me turn down the volume real quick. For myself, rather. I don't think you even... I don't think it's even possible for anyone watching to notice the difference, because I change it on my computer on the OBS. But yeah, I was gonna say, there's a lot of YouTubers that I think I want to go to HQ. Hang on, wait, no, I need to make sure that, you know, this is the save file, yeah. There's a lot of YouTubers that I've just watched over the years that have, like a lot of celebrity YouTubers that have just dropped off the radar or fallen from grace. Oh. Oh. Just making sure that I have everything, that I'm not being stupid. I mean, I'm not getting that. So I don't have the smoke rounds. Smoke rounds are useful. You know what? No. It might be useful to have that, even if I'm not gonna use it a lot of the time. Expand capacity is good. Oh! I have more room. Okay. Reinforced interior. Nah. Fuck them. They're just kind of amazing, really, that, like, wow, that, you know, that shit can just happen to you. Like, you could just make, like, some stupid mistakes, and you just instantly fucking get off my screen. You could just fall so far from grace. You can really you could really fuck up. Look at these threes. I believe I did, or rather two. Yeah, I already looked at their... I mean, it doesn't read it as me getting them here, because, like, this is just another save file from a recording I did before. That's the one I kept talking about that I was unhappy with. Alright, so we have this one. We already did this one. This one I joked about doing because that was like I'll get around to doing all of these at some point. This is the last one we know about. And I think, I mean, right now, my favorite characters from that we've gotten, or that we have the squad stories for that I haven't done yet, is like this pool of characters. So I'm gonna do this one, I believe. Let's turn this around a little bit. There we go.
Tomorrow's operation is going to be a simple one. You'll be assigned groups of 3 to scout for enemy forces and eliminate any you encounter.
Very simple.
Hey there, Lily. Guess we're on the same team for tomorrow.
Oh, hello, Jimmy. You're teamed up with me? You must be really unlucky.
Yeah, like both of these characters' gimmicks is that they're bad luck.
Unlucky? Why's that?
You haven't heard? I bring misfortune with me wherever I go. I'm practically an omen of doom myself. Who knows what'll happen to us tomorrow?
Oh, great.
Oh, look. A flock of crows flying to the east. That's an ill omen if I ever saw one.
Okay.
Well, you're an omen of doom, huh? Well, can't say I've heard that one before, but a force of doom sounds like a good thing to have on my side.
I don't think you understand what she means by that.
Say, I thought we were in teams of 3. Where's our third?
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit.
Fate has indeed smiled on the 2 of you. Destiny has conspired to ally you with my dark power.
This fucking guy. He literally is a Wayne.
Oh, if it isn't Thomas Kevin.
She doesn't sound too happy about seeing this guy.
Thomas! I abandoned that name long ago. My name is Odin. I am Odin, the god of battle.
There you go. We have a force of doom and a god of battle. An omen and an Odin. You two are a good match, huh?
You shut up right now! God damn it! Shut up!
I'm not sure how I feel about being compared to that thing.
That thing.
Hey, what do you mean thing? I'm a human being.
No, you're a god.
Now, Thomas, or Odin, we're going to have to work as a team, so we need to try and get along. Claude knows what he's doing when he assigns teams. I'm sure we can get through whatever happens tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. He's the guy who signed the incidental seductress as the leader. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Well, I hope so. For our sakes.
Hey, tell you what. Once this mission's over, drinks are on me. I know a great little place nearby.
Yeah. I feel like after this after this whole ordeal, everyone's gonna need some drinks.
I have no reason to decline. I shall grace you with my company.
Like, I I gotta know, is this guy voiced by the same person who does Owain? Like, it sounds like the same guy. It sounds like Kaiji Tang.
Well, today's the day. Hope you're ready.
I think that's his name.
Thomas, what's wrong? We're not even on the battlefield and you're white as a sheet.
The name's Odin, and of course I'm pale. Anyone would panic if their car's brakes just failed. If Jimmy hadn't reacted in time, we'd be...
You know, Thomas, when you don't have that act going, you're a lot less annoying.
Oh no.
My mind is as sharp as a sacred godslayer blade. Even in danger, I can react with calm, deadly grace, and...
Boy! Ah, sorry we had a scary moment back there, Odin.
Silence! I was not scared.
I was not scared.
It just feels like I've had rotten luck all day.
Yeah.
My family photo fell off the wall and the frame cracked. My new shoelaces broke again.
What a coincidence. I've been seeing bad omens as well. I woke up from a dream about Squad E being annihilated by the Imperial Army.
Oh, isn't that a lovely dream?
I don't want to believe it, but are we going to die on this mission?
I hope not. I kind of want to use you people.
Not a chance. I'm not dying out here.
That sounds like more than bravado. How are you so sure?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm gonna be a father soon. My first child's about to be born back home.
Oh.
I want to end this war as quick as I can, so that my child can see this world in peace.
Okay. It's a lot of pressure.
That's why I joined the military. I'm gonna get through this one last tour so I can go be with my family.
Strange. I get the feeling your chances of survival have suddenly plummeted.
Oh.
But who can say?
Ooh, what was that?
Probably just a stray dog or something. I'll go check it out.
He is going to die.
Wait! If it's an enemy!
Don't worry, we'll be back in a jiffy. There's no way the Imperials could be here.
He's going to die. Yep.
Ah! The Imperials are here!
Yep, he's dead. He's dead now. Company of Zeros.
Please listen carefully.
Oh, yeah, this is like back in like frickin'. This is back when Minerva was still giving us our briefings. I'm hoping they can make it on their own. Alright, so we got them in these places. We got a good mixed team this time. It's not like the last couple ones that we've done.
Remain calm, Claude. Trusting your subordinates is one of the most vital parts of being a leader.
Oh, really? I have to trust these guys? These jokers?
Damn it! How'd they all get this far?
Well, this is quite a mess. Very, very unlucky. And very interesting.
It's over, we're all dead!
Quit screaming. You're a scout, aren't you? So get out there and scout.
Yeah, well, you guys are pinned down.
No way! Not happening! I'm not going out there! They're gonna kill me!
Wow, you really are a coward. What happened to being a god of battle?
Yeah.
Fine, I'm not! I made all that up, okay? I didn't even want to enlist. My parents signed me up for this.
Wow, what asshole parents. Jeez.
Why?
Yeah, why the fuck did they do that?
Well, I mean, I was living in their house, and I didn't have a job, so...
Oh.
I just stayed in my room all the time, and eventually they just kicked me out, and...
Wow.
Wow. You're kind of pathetic.
Shut up! Why did you join the military then?
Oh, I just wanted to see what disasters I could wreak on the battlefield.
I may be pathetic, but you're twisted. You know that? We can talk about this later.
Alright. Well now. Oh no, scary engineer! Better watch out for that guy. Alright, so I'm guessing the mission is to capture. Yep, yeah. Okay. Alright, let's
The darkness within.
The darkness within.
I see beyond the shadow. I found them.
I don't know why I'm running in a Good job, man.
Oblivion calls.
Alright, so we got tank. Of course we got a fucking tank.
I see you. They're here!
Unable to fire! I repeat, unable to fire!
I see you.
Enemy spotted. Commencing attack.
Oh shit! Motherfucker!
Here come our guests of honor.
No, not there.
Here I go.
Engaging!
I don't know why this engineer is here. I don't know what his deal is. Why what is his purpose?
Oh, that's how it's going to be. First you.
Yeah, I fucking knew he was gonna do that.
Oh,
I fucking knew.
Eat this!
Oh shit. Now the tinnitus kicks in. Alright, well, shit.
here I go.
They're in range.
Can
We're pinned
this be
down!
no, not really, but oh shit, I can
Commencing counterattack.
flame him.
Oh,
Ah,
That's
fuck.
how it's going to be.
Oh, okay, just fall into the water.
Oh, ow.
Oh. Ouchies.
Here I go. Let's see what fate has in store. First you. Not their lucky day.
They might be soldiers after all. Engaging!
Could go wrong.
Everything could go wrong.
Keep firing! Move, move!
What was that?
Oh wait, no, yeah, I can kill her.
This will make it better.
Ah, awesome.
Just hold out until there. Damn it, I'm pinned down.
Alright, let's see. Alright, so the grenadier is over there.
What could go wrong?
They're in range.
Every time he says that, I can't help but think of, like, freaking John Tron. Willing to wager that everything could go wrong!
Too slow. This will be over in no time.
No!
Apparently someone disagrees. It will not be over in no time. Oh, great. Alright, goodbye.
Oh my.
Oh my. She doesn't even care. Okay, so now the engineer's gonna try to do something.
Ow. Oh,
Oh.
there you go.
And the sniper's gonna shoot, and she probably will die. Nope. Because the sniper just sucks that much. Okay, now we got this going on. Oh shit. Oh no. Good thing Lancers have a fuck ton of armor. Alright, well, all things considered, that did not turn out for the worst. Still have a little bit of a ways to go.
Here I go.
They're in range. Eat this!
First you. Another one down.
They might be soldiers after all.
It's just fucking mortar, just constantly shelling me.
So this is my fate.
Yes, it is your fate.
They're here!
Oh, for fuck's sake, dude. Actually, I don't know why I'm bothering with this sniper. In fact, let me do that over. I guess I'm gonna have to do this over again.
Engaging!
As long as you move.
They're in range.
Let's see what fate has in store.
Alright, time for first person view mode.
First you. This is a nice spot.
That mortar won't stop being an asshole. Yeah, I don't need to worry about that sniper anymore. At least I don't think I do.
So this is my fate.
What I have to worry about now is the mortar. I just need to make sure I don't get hit by him.
Engaging!
I see.
Commencing counterattack. Follow my
Oh
lead.
fuck. Can I shoot this guy and kill him? If I get four headshots on this guy.
Unable to fire!
Alright, well, wish me luck. Well, he did it.
All allies have been taken out. Eat
Found
this!
them.
Found them.
I see. They're here.
Uh-huh, yep, there's a tank. There is a tank there. Now,
Let's all get a drink after this.
I'm gonna see about... He's always wanting to get a drink after this. See if... Nope.
This position isn't safe.
Nope.
We know you're...
Well, I know what I'm gonna use my Ragnade for.
This will make it better.
We're being pushed back.
I think I'm going to die.
They're in range.
Nope. Run. Gotta run.
What could go wrong?
We're being pushed back. We need backup.
Alright, well... What else is the enemy gonna do? Nothing.
What could go wrong?
Stop saying that, please.
Engaging.
Found him.
Oh yeah, they have a back machine gun. Stop.
It's over. This will be over in no time.
They might be soldiers after all.
Oh, hi. Hey, friend. How you doing? Let's have a nice chat, you and I. So, how's your day been, huh? Ah, yeah, I know. Yeah, the grind. Yeah.
Be careful.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, you know. Yeah, you're just putting in the hours, getting nothing for it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. I really, I really do. You know? But you know what? I mean, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade, right? You know, just having a little heart-to-heart with him, you know. You know how it goes.
This is a nice spot.
Move, move.
Just want to see if she can...
Engaging.
Where dude is, fuck you.
Keep firing.
Let's see what fate has in store. First you. Another one down.
I see. They're good.
Oh, didn't need no aid.
So this is my fate.
Alright, let's hope that Odin doesn't get hit by
I don't
mortars.
want to die.
Keep firing.
Can he do the dirty deed? Ah, fuck. Ouchies. Goodbye.
Oblivion calls.
Oblivion calls.
Child's play.
Wow, that didn't take long at all.
Looks like we pushed him back. They've already got reinforcements on the way. I'll distract them. I want you two to get out of here.
Oh, okay.
Well, it'd probably make him happy to do what he says. But I'd rather not let him die on my account. Guess I'm going after him.
Bye-bye, Odin.
Wait, what are you doing? You just wasted sacrifice. I'm running while I still can.
Suit yourself, Thomas. I can't blame you for being scared. But I'm not too scared of dying. Nobody's going to miss me. Nobody wants to be friends with a girl who brings trouble wherever she goes.
Sad.
But you and Jimmy are different. I'm fine with dying if you get to live. So, goodbye, Thomas.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Lily.
Wait! My name's Odin! God damn it!
Haha, I got your submachine gun, motherfucker. God of Battle. Alright, let's see how much of a God of Battle he really is.
Got me surrounded, huh? Well, I'm not giving up yet.
There are backups here, and we've got nowhere to run. Even I didn't expect it to get this bad.
Lily? What are you doing here?
Omen of Doom, remember? Seems pretty unlucky over this way.
For crying out loud.
Got one of your little friends, huh? But one soldier's not gonna save you. I'll show you what happens when you cross the Empire. Now say your prayers!
Well, Jimmy, sorry about all this. I know I'm probably not the best person to go to hell with.
No, don't say that. I'm glad to have you by my side. Odin! You too? Wait, I think I see an opening. Lily! Odin! Run!
Damn it! Don't let them escape! After them!
The God of Battle.
Oh god, I almost pissed myself.
What kind of scout rushes the enemy screaming at the top of his lungs?
Hey! I risked my life to save you, didn't I?
One wrong move back there and we all could have died, Odin.
I told you, my name's Odin! Huh?
She called him Odin.
Don't get me wrong, that was reckless and stupid. But you were pretty cool back there.
Oh, don't feed his ego.
Absolutely. We're a god of battle after all. Charging in like a real hero.
I just moved without thinking, really. I'm nowhere near a god of battle. Compared to you two, I'm just a coward.
I don't know about all that. You still came to rescue us. Whether you're a coward or not, you can fight with bravery.
And one day, who knows? Maybe you'll be a god of battle after all.
Jimmy. Lily.
But for now, it looks like it's all over. I think we shook them while we're running. You better get back to base.
Sinister music.
Finally! I see the base!
Why is it always this scenery that makes my game lag? I don't understand it.
Lily! Jimmy! You alright over there?
Maybe not. We need a medic quickly.
Dang. Looks like I screwed up big time.
Jimmy, No! Did one of them shoot you?
Guess so. A stray bullet got me. But don't worry. I can't die here. My family's waiting for me. It's so cold. And I feel so tired. Just need to rest a little while.
Oh, Jimmy! Come on, man, open your eyes! Don't die on me! Jimmy!
And then happy music.
Woo, boy. Close one, huh?
I'm sorry, but this transition from like a really sad scene where it looked like he died to like da 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 da. It's just like oh my god.
That was almost it for old Jimmy. Good thing the bullet missed all my vitals. That could have been fatal.
Yeah.
You might be so unlucky. You come out the other side of the scale and end up lucky again.
That makes no fucking sense.
Seriously, I can't believe I was so shook up.
But hey, I think this proves we make a pretty good team after all. What do you say?
I don't know, Jimmy Kimmel.
I work best alone.
God damn it. Odin needs no aid.
Odin walks a path of solitude on the battlefield. So my fate demands, and so I.
Even after all that, you're still keeping the act going? Well, if I'm being honest, I like you two. I hope we can keep working together. You know, though, I realized one more thing.
Her with her eyes open like this is kind of more terrifying than her normal face.
I know that I bring misfortune with me wherever I go. And Jimmy, well, he has his own kind of luck. But if both of us like him enough to be on his team, Odin might be the unluckiest of us all.
Huh?
What?
Relax. If fate's got it out for us, I promise I'll protect you from whatever comes.
I wouldn't worry about that, Jimmy. After all, we have a god of battle on our side. Isn't that right, Odin?
Damn it, would you shut up? I never want to be on your team again! You hear me?
Unlucky ally. God of battle. Survivor's luck. I'm gonna check something real quick. Probably gonna do something else here. Well, I mean, do another squad mission or whatever. I just wanted to check something real quick. Right, so I guess we'll do this one next. Save over that one. I want to look at the personnel tabs real quick. No, not the mess hall. Well, you know what? Fine. Go to the mess hall. See if they...
Guess I'm alone.
Oh.
Well,
Nope. Nothing's going on. Timid and lazy. Oh wait, it's just like me. Or unfortunately. You know what? You know what? This description? This description. This third paragraph. This third paragraph. I mean, I knew he wasn't gonna die because, you know, it's a video game. But like, I mean, I did say a number of times, oh, he's gonna die this time. Oh, fuck. No, fuck. Maybe I'm having bad luck with my sniveliness. No, but I want to do this next one because I have time. Fury. Bunch of older dudes.
Ronald, hello. Me and the others are going to dinner if you'd like to join us.
I don't think he wants to. I mean...
I prefer to eat alone, thank you.
Yeah, he looks like the kind of guy who doesn't like eating with us.
off on his own again. I get the feeling he's intentionally keeping his distance.
Well, I can hardly blame him. It hasn't been that long since Squad F disbanded.
Quote unquote. Also, I mean, fuck, I don't need him anyway because I got. I mean, fuck him. He's a Darcsen hater. Fuck him. I gotta be using my. I gotta stick to my guns, you know. I gotta use the Darcsens, and the fewer Darcsen haters I have, the better.
Oh, that's Kygel and Ryan from Squad E, if I recall.
Oh, not Kegel, Kygel.
Is Ryan holding a bottle of alcohol? What are they doing here?
What are they doing? I do say.
How'd it end up like this?
Oh, okay.
You know, Kygel, every time you sigh, you start looking older.
He kind of does look older.
Shut your mouth. I don't need you telling me I'm an old geezer on top of everyone else. And you're older than me.
Not by much. If you ask me, we're both getting too old for this shit.
Well, guess so. I'm getting on in years. There's no denying that. Still, after what happened to Squad F, I think a sigh is the least I owe him.
Oh. A sigh.
I've done my time. If anyone should be gone, it should have been me. now... Ryan, this ain't right.
Sometimes you have to sacrifice pawns to win a game. We just need to accept it and move on.
Oh. Oh. Oh, he shouldn't have said that.
For God's sakes, man, have some tact!
I'm right next to you, you cranky old bastard. Don't have to shout.
You talk like that, you're gonna hurt someone. Listen, it's that kind of attitude that...
Say that again.
Huh? Wait, you're one of Squad F's guys.
Look me in the eyes and say that again, you bastard. That's what we were? Expendable pawns?
Ooh.
My friends died for you, and you insult them?
Wow.
Easy there. It's just a figure of speech.
It's just a figure of speech, huh?
The proof is right there in your hand. You sit and drink and joke, while brave sons and daughters lie dead in their...
What's going on here?
Lieutenant Victor. My apologies. I lost my composure. It won't happen again.
Stomping away.
Look what you did.
I meant what I said. People die. Man's gotta move on. But, damn it. If I'd known he was listening, I wouldn't have said it like that.
I don't think there's any good way to say that.
Ryan, allow me to apologize for earlier.
Ronald, you're apologizing? No, this one's on us. We were downright insensitive. I was just about to get Ryan to make it right.
I'm not a damn kid, Kegel. I know when I've screwed up. Look, I'm sorry for what I said earlier.
Now, old Ryan comes off as cold, I'll give you that. Gotta understand, though, he's not a bad guy. He's been through enough war to change a man. By now, he's gotten kinda... jaded, if you get what I mean.
Ryan Ford. I've heard stories. A legendary mercenary who shows up in decisive battles to lead his side to victory.
Isn't that literally what his description says?
There are plenty who see you as some kind of ideal soldier, but you've certainly made a lot of enemies.
I've got a job to do. Not my business what other people think of it. Maybe I shouldn't have phrased it like that, but I meant what I said about moving on.
Yes, I realize that. I was the one at fault. I can't let my emotions make me act irrationally.
It takes guts to admit that. But I've heard you've been staying away from Squad E, huh? You figure that's rational?
I do understand. Squad E isn't directly responsible for what happened to my team. Still, when I remember the battle, I remember hearing my commander cry. I heard her rage, her despair. I can't forgive Squad E that easily. Not when I think of everything they put her through.
Were all the F Squaddies like you? That kind of loyalty's hard to come by in war.
Squad F was an elite team formed by Commander Victor. Every one of us owed her our lives. That was our pride and privilege. We would gladly give our lives if it meant helping her.
I see. Still, Ronald, you ought to know one thing. Sounds like Minerva's caught wind of how you're staying away from Squad E. After you left last time, she asked us to keep an eye on you. Head bowed, talking all formal.
Lieutenant Victor? She... really?
I'm willing to bet she's not happy about getting stuck with Squad E neither. But the ladies learned to put her duty before her emotions.
Yep. That she most certainly did. Fucking kept her in composure right in front of freaking Claude.
That's the alarm. Guess the Imperials have popped up. We can talk more later. Let's go.
That's a weird sounding alarm. Clash.
We have our next mission.
That's one of my favorite bands. Is this a night op? Nervous deployed. Got that going on. The 2 tanks are deployed. Who else should I use? I think for once I'm gonna have to abstain from using a Darcsen, just for the sake of dude.
Squad E, you are cleared for deployment. Commence operations.
Operations.
Lieutenant Victor, I heard from Kygel that you asked them to look out for me. But why? Have you really forgiven Squad E?
No. I may never forgive them for what they've done. Least of all Claude. But right now, we have a job to do. A lot of people died to get us here. So we need to keep fighting in their place. When I pull that trigger, I do it for everyone I've lost. For the friends I've left behind. That's all that matters to me right now. I know you're struggling with all this, but...
No. Say no more, Lieutenant. I've always followed your lead. As long as you command me, Squad F will live on.
Time to go. Found him.
Incoming! Engaging!
Well done! You're being targeted.
How can I get past here?
Let's move.
Yeah, I know I am. Doesn't matter.
Old soldiers die hard.
I see. They're good.
I see.
Don't give them any room to breathe.
Alright, there's an assault tank. Cool. 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 Cool beans.
My finger's shaking too bad to pull the...
Understood.
God.
That was wonderful. Another job well done.
I work better all on my own.
Leave the driving to me.
Oh, damn, this guy's got a hell of a submachine gun. Hang on, what kind of weapons do they have? It has the flamethrower and the...
Okay, moving out.
So this is what our tank looks like now. Really different from what from last time, I think.
They're ready.
Boom.
Okay, moving out.
Watch out! They're onto you!
Watch out, they're onto you.
There they are. Right there.
And that guy's dead.
They might be soldiers after all. They're in range.
He come right for me.
Let's go.
Oh god, this jankiness.
Sorry your butts are freezing off.
You're being targeted.
Yeah, these tanks are super speedy.
We can keep going.
I don't think so. Yeah, I knew there was gonna be dudes coming this way.
Too easy.
Wow. Guy just sucks.
Gotcha.
Eh. Oh, great. That's nice. And no idea where anyone is. Neat.
Everyone, follow me! Come with me. I'll follow.
Alright, well, what we want to do is take out these guys next.
Here come our guests of honor.
Let's see if I can get them from here. Hang on. Did this idiot just give me a...
Let's move.
It's kind of an opening.
How's this?
Oh my god!
Target eliminated. Keep up the good work.
I was not expecting that to hit so well.
From our location.
Yeah, I'll just plop him here. I was not expecting that to go as well as it did.
My turn.
They're in range.
The enemy has begun their counterattack.
Okay, so there's lots of dudes. Cool.
Incoming! Spotted. Watch out!
Uh-oh! The enemy's firing back!
Oh. Well, whatever.
I see. They're good.
Okay, moving out.
Don't stop! You've got to break through!
What I really need to do...
Be mindful of your surroundings.
Get the tank over to the... that one... to that enemy tank.
No! Keep
For victory!
M for
The enemy
Minerva
has
Victor
begun their
3.
counterattack.
You know what? Fuck him.
The enemy's firing back!
Commander,
Here I come,
allow me.
Federation officer. I will not fall here.
Time to go. Battlefield is where I belong. I'm not
Uh-oh!
dying
The
here.
enemy's firing back!
Gotcha.
Goodbye, dude.
Done and done.
Alright, let's defend from here. Alright, this guy's coming up.
Too easy.
I mean, it did increase his invasion. Or evasion. Invasion. Increased his invasion, too. Ah, good. Now I can just let him sit there. Shit. They sure love sending dudes after me. So,
How dare they?
how dare they? Fucking idiot. Like, really? Are you kidding me, dude?
Easy.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. God damn it. Why did you miss so much? I just like sometimes when you shoot and they like, or when they shoot multiple times occasionally. Or what I mean is like when the enemy starts to end their turn, like the one time, you know, when Ryan was shooting this guy, just like he was shooting him and it's just like just one little before dude ended his turn. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do this.
I have you. A true display of skill. For the glory of Squad F.
Oh cool.
You're being targeted.
Mm.
Enemy has begun their counterattack.
That was not a particularly good idea, but you know what? Now I know where the enemy is.
Advancing.
Focus out there. Keep firing.
Zorg.
The enemy.
Gotta kill Zorg.
Fire!
Gotta do it. It's an assault tank. Let's look at it. Cool.
Okay, moving out.
You've been spotted. Watch out!
We need you to handle the situation, Squatty.
Alright. I'll handle this situation handily.
Right down!
Or not! Because go fuck myself, I guess. You know what? Let's do that over again.
Advancing.
I mean, Kaigo might be able to shoot at the dudes, but...
They're in range.
Fire.
Dead dudes.
Nice shot.
Sounded like Kaigo was saying that. Nice shot! Like he saw it from over there and he's like, nice shot, dude.
Okay, moving out.
Oh, fuck. Fuck! Invisible barriers!
We can outlast them in this cold.
We can outlast them in the scope. Man down. Everybody be careful. There we go.
Nice shot.
I'll be merciful this time.
For victory.
I didn't even use any ship orders.
All according to plan.
All according to Kaikeku. Oh, damn.
That's it. We're done here, everyone. Let's head back.
People who mix Japanese and English, like, unironically. Like, in sentences, are just... that's so stupid.
Claude, the other fire team's in trouble. Kyle and Ryan are stuck out there.
And he can handle himself just fine. He just makes a face and that's it. Oh shit. Immediately to cutscene.
Oh hell. These Imperials don't know when to quit. How long are they willing to chase a guy? Ryan, help me out here. We need to get them off our tails.
Sorry, but I think this might be it for me. Tell them I went out fighting, will you?
Get a grip, you damn fool!
Get a grip, you damn fool!
Listen, we're veterans. We got a duty to these kids. We gotta protect their future.
Give it a rest. I can't even get away from this shit on the battlefield.
Ryan, Kygo, are you all right?
Why did he explode? He's using a flamethrower.
Well, look who showed up to save our asses. You sticking your neck out for us chumps from Squad E?
I understand now. I'd lost sight of what Squad F took pride in. All I need to do is fight the Empire with the allies I have. Nothing more. Kygo, Ryan, please, let me fight alongside you.
Guess I gotta hand it to Minerva. These old bones might just have more work to do after all. Come on, Ryan. We're the old war dogs here, aren't we? Gotta set an example.
I can't. It's all over for me. I'm out of the good stuff. I can't go on anymore.
The what?
The good stuff. Is he? Wait.
Oh, see, Ryan ain't a smoker or a drinker. It's sweets that really get him going. When he runs out...
God damn it. He's Gaius. God damn it. This game keeps throwing Awakening characters at me.
I should still have some leftover chocolate from last week's rations. Will this help?
All right, you bastards. I'm back. Let's mow these imps down and get the hell out of here.
Oh my god.
It's just a couple of old coots. Keep firing. Don't stop until they're all dead.
Huh. If greenhorns like this are all we're up against, we've got nothing to worry about.
These kids today got no respect. Well, soldiers don't get old without getting tough, son.
I'm glad the operation was a success, and Kyle and Ryan made it back safe, but... the tank's a wreck! This is going to take ages to fix.
Pass the wrench.
Huh? Ronald? You're going to help?
Any objections?
No, not at all! Thanks!
Ah, there's Ronald. All done with tank repairs.
Ronald McDonald.
It all went smoothly, thanks to Squad E's other engineers.
So now you're working with Squad E. Think Lieutenant Minerva helped you get a little closer?
None of this would have happened if it weren't for you two. I owe you thanks. I hope we can work together to take down the Empire.
Likewise. Pleasure's all mine. Hey, Ryan. You got something to say too, right?
Hmm? Oh, yeah. Good chocolate.
Good chocolate.
Don't give me that. That's not what I meant, moron.
I've actually been wondering about something. Ryan, I was told you neither drink nor smoke.
That's right.
That's right. That's why my voice is raspy like this. I mean, what?
Then why did you have that bottle of alcohol earlier?
Ah, that. Yeah, that's Ryan's. I guess you'd call it an offering for Squad F.
Oh?
Not much we can do to commemorate the dead in war. No spare time or manpower for graves. I was sitting here moping about it, and in walks Ryan with this beautiful bottle.
It was a gift from comrades in another war. I don't drink, but they wouldn't take no for an answer.
I see.
You know, my son went off to war a long time ago. They told me he died serving his country. I see his face every time I look at one of these new young recruits. Here, or at Squad F. I just wanted something to send off the soldiers who fought to the end. That's all.
I really have to apologize again. I jumped to conclusions.
Water under the bridge.
If you don't mind, may I join you in this toast?
Thought you'd never ask. Yeah. We respect the ones who go on ahead. War's hell, but it can't ever take that away from us. Now that reminds me. I ever tell you about my early days in the army? I rose up from the very bottom, you know. Back in the day, I was even a drill sergeant. And you should have seen some of the crap I put those kids through.
You gonna ramble about the good old days now? And you wonder why everyone calls you an old man.
Well, I suppose. But let me just say one thing. Ronald, you hang on to that pride. Never forget that you're a proud soldier of Squad F.
Yes, sir.
Wasn't that nice? Team Dad. Now he's gonna make dad jokes all the time. Alright, well. That's gonna be it. I believe. Do some HQ stuff. Look at records. And then buzz off.
Welcome, Captain Wallace.
Don't you giggle at me. First, I'm gonna see where this takes me.
Don't get careless, everyone.
Everyone.
Nicely done.
See that one and that one.
Don't get careless, everyone. Nicely done. Incredible. Done for the day?
Oh, hey, Claude.
I don't know why I'm looking here. There's nothing for me. Let's go to the mess hall. Or not the mess hall. Fuck me.
Guess well.
No breaks for Claude. Ever. His entire life, he never gets a break. Alright. He's even illiterate. He can't read. To be fair, it might be a little bit difficult to read with. Maybe that eye gives him more difficulties with reading. or that eye patch. He can only see out one eye. I'm gonna look at the potentials.
Okay.
These characters have gone. Them. Alright. Alright, so that's useful for him. This seems like it's only useful, like, on the AP side. Which is, you know, that is pretty useful. You know, though, I find this funny because he's in a goddamn tank. Like, the decrease in defense would only apply to, like, anti-tank shells and mortars. He still has a crush on her. Gosh, that is an annoying potential for, like, a character like her that has, like, or for a unit like that is a grenadier. There. So that's gonna be it for this time. Next week, I think I'm gonna... I'm still gonna keep to my schedule of posting a video every day. Or every day except Wednesday and the weekends. I think this game I'm probably gonna start doing just once a week. So yeah. Didn't have a whole lot to say this time around. I mean, mean, I guess I could go, since this is kind of sort of like the end of an era. I guess I'll, or in like an end of a, I don't know, a saga, something like that for this LP. Just that, you know, that we're shifting into kind of a new phase, sort of. So I guess I'll say a few things about this game, a few thoughts so far, because I haven't actually expressed a whole lot of thoughts so far. I'm really enjoying this game. You know, I like the return to the, you know, console, to like console and PC, you know, because before, like the last two games were on PlayStation Portable, so it had that kind of portable like that portable game kind of feel to it, which is fine for some games, like strategy games like Fire Emblem. It's fine for that, but for a game that has action like Valkyria Chronicles, not it's not ideal in my opinion. So it's nice that we're back to, you know, to playing on consoles and PC. And a lot of, like, the way I think of it, I've always kind of been thinking about it ever since I, you know, first started playing the game. I'm gonna put something on the screen just to... Let's see if what I can put on the screen to... There we go. Just put that there. Perfect. So I've been thinking of this game as kind of like more of a proper direct sequel of the first game. You know, of course I don't want to like disparage the previous games. I don't want to be like, oh, you know, I want to forget about those games, because they have their own merits. They were fun too. But they just played fairly differently. Like, they're much more oriented towards grinding and whatnot. And I mean very much so. Because, I mean, you might think that this game is a little grindy for, like, the squad stories and whatnot. But it's like Valkyria Chronicles 2 in particular. You always had to grind, or you had to grind for not just money and experience and for unlocking character stories. I mean, you don't have to grind for money and experience, but like, you do have to grind just to get individual units to promote to higher classes, because there's this class system. Actually, because there are these classes. There's this class change system. Alright. Damn, all these ads going. Making it really... Oh, there we go. I'm just downloading some images real quick while I'm explaining this. So, because classes worked kind of actually very different from the first game, or from the first game and this game. So, like some people actually dislike the fact that they changed it from, like, after Valkyria Chronicles 2. They really liked, some people really liked some of the elements of the second game and the third game. Let's see. Right. I've downloaded all the pictures. So in Valkyria Chronicles 2, there was this class system. It had like class trees and like and there was I'm gonna bring all these pictures up here. Quite a few classes that you could rank up to. And it was, again, some people really liked it. And some other elements of this game. But, as you can see here, there's trees. There's, like, class trees. Oh, wait, no. There are 5 class trees. Just put this over his face real quick. So there are 5 base classes. They got rid of the sniper because the first game had sniper. They got rid of it in the base classes, and now it was a promotion of scout in Valkyria Chronicles 2. So in the second game, you had this whole class rankings, class tree system, where you don't level up through, or you don't rank up through leveling. You rank up through the use of materials. So think like something like, I don't know, like, I guess Monster Hunter. I've never played the game, but it's like it's kind of that sort of deal, I guess, where you're just collecting shit to, kind of like an MMO kind of thing, or like some bullshit RPG thing. You gather certain materials to rank up to one of the better classes. The engineers, originally they didn't start off with the ability to just resurrect downed soldiers. Like, they had to work up to, like, I think it was medic up there, that they got the ability to do that. And the Anthem Core is just so, like, I never used it. I never used the Anthem Core classes. It just seems so worthless to me. I preferred engineers who healed, not engineers who did buffs. That's pretty much what the Anthem Corps did, is they would buff units. And Mortar in the second game is hardly like the Grenadier class in Valkyria Chronicles 4. It's like a lance that shoots in an arc. You know, so in other words, it's just kind of like the grenade launcher, except only it's different a little bit in that it covers a wider area and does more damage. But there were a number of classes. There were a bunch of classes this game had, and you had to rank up to them individually. Like for example, you might have like a character, I don't know, let's say Jim. I don't think there was a character named Jim in Valkyria Chronicles 2. There might have been, I forget. But in Valkyria Chronicles 2, or Jim would need to go through this class tree on his own. In fact, like, you could have units, or you can have classes level up, but not rank up at the same time. You couldn't have all your engineers, for example, go to Engineer Veteran or Anthem Corps. You had to have individual engineers use materials to get up to those ranks. So it was kind of a lot of tedious stuff. And a lot of these some of these new classes kind of weren't all that great. Like the Gunner class, that's a class where you get to use a like a straight up machine gun, not like the submachine guns that they normally wield, like the shock troopers wield, but like actual full blown machine guns. But the problem was that they didn't shoot straight. They never, I mean, unless they were defending, unless they were doing interception fire. They never shot straight. They would shoot in an arc, like the flamethrower, which isn't really that helpful. You know, that's why you use the flamethrower, and the flamethrower typically, you know, operates differently in a way that makes it work. And the armor, like all the armor tech, the armor tech is pretty much just a unit with like a giant shield and some type of melee weapon. They have a lot of defense, but they can't shoot. They have to like just whack at enemies. And I've never really been fond of that in Valkyria Chronicles. It made an appearance in the third game, and then in the fourth game, you know, they obviously got rid of it. I also wasn't particularly a fan of Sniper having to be promoted from Scout. So yeah, I like, you know, these games have their merits, the PSP games, but they just were not for me. They were too RPG oriented. But this game, I feel, deviates from that and goes back to what I liked about the first game. So I excuse some of the stuff it doesn't really do new. Like, I excuse it being a lot of the same from the first game, in the sense that it plays very similarly and whatnot. There aren't too many new things. I mean, well, there are quite a few new things. You know, we have the We have the Grenadier class. We have the shipboarders. We have interception fire from snipers. I don't think that was a thing until this game. I mean, maybe the second and third games did it, but I'm not sure. You know, it's basically, for me, it's a lot of the good parts from the second and third games kind of put into a game that's more like the first game. So yeah, overall I really like it. From a gameplay standpoint, that is. Story-wise, you know, I've been enjoying it. I've said this in like forum discussions and whatnot, but I should say it here. I feel like this squad feels more close-knit than the squad in the first game, Squad 7. Because for one thing, Squad 7 or in Valkyria Chronicles 1, you didn't have the squad stories that you do in this game. You know, so you wouldn't, like, if they did it like in the first game, we would not get this. We would not be having all these stories with like Odin and like Ifa and Yasha, or like, you know, the one we just did with like Kegel and Ryan and Ronald, like bonding and over their shared goals and whatnot. You know, it's just, you know, we wouldn't have any of that. It would only be about, like, the stories we would get would just be about the main characters. It would just be about Raz and Riley and Kai and, you know, all those characters. You know, and that's, you know, so that's one way it doesn't feel like the squad was as tight-knit as they are in this game. You know, it just felt like a bunch of people you were just bringing into the fold, you know, that have not that much relation to your characters that you're using. Like, you might have, like, characters that are connected to other characters that are connected to other characters. But that's it. And for another thing, I just want to say that, like, as much as I really enjoyed the first game, the way they went about having the characters bond and whatnot felt a little bit, I guess I'd say canned. Like, in the first game, Largo was pretty much like Kegel, like, just this old dude that was like, oh, like, older guy who's like, oh, I'm a veteran, you guys are rookies, blah, 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 but then you get to his part where you get his little side story, and he's like, yeah, you know, now I'm your buddy, you know, or like Rosie, the shock trooper, she went from like, oh, I hate this Darcsen girl to like, oh, now I'm gonna fight for you guys. Like, it just feels like it's just like we go from point A to point B, you know, from them hating you to them liking you, and that's sort of how this has been going in Valkyria Chronicles 4, but there's more nuance, I feel. And there's more dynamics. Like in like fucking in the first game, like pretty much all you got in terms of bonding was mostly between, like, you got mostly bonding between Alicia and Welkin, and then bonding between in fact, I remember I said, you know, kind of mockingly in my last part of my LP, I said there were two pictures that I think represent the cliques of Squad 7. And I'm gonna bring those pictures up because I feel like it describes it kind of visualizes my point. So here you have Largo, Isara, and Rosie, who are kind of like the side main characters that aren't really, like, you know, they're not the protagonists or leading lady or man or whatever. But, you know, then you have Welkin and Alicia. Like, and I say this because you don't often see Welkin or Alicia interact with Isara, Rosie, or Largo in very meaningful ways. I mean, you get, like, maybe, like, one scene with Welkin and Largo in his side story, and that's it. He doesn't even really interact with Rosie, and neither does Alicia. And oddly enough, Welkin doesn't interact all that much with Isara, and Isara is his adoptive sister. Like, they've been together, they've been with each other for, like, their whole lives, and it's just like they never really have very many real heart-to-heart moments or, like, anything like that. And I often would say it just feels like they put that in for, like they kind of put that in, like, they put that story in of them being adoptive siblings as, like, kind of like a canned way of like forcing a relationship between them. Because honestly, it's just like, to me, it felt like you just had these two cliques within the squad. So, but that's not really a problem with Squatty, I feel like even the characters that kind of are less bonded, you know, like Claude and Kai, like, it's like even they interact some. Or Raz and Riley, you know, like, they you get more meaningful interactions between these characters that I don't feel like you got in the first game, necessarily. Now, again, I really did enjoy the first game. It had a lot of great moments. You know, it had a nice little story. But it just doesn't have quite as much as Valkyria Chronicles 4 does. There are some things that I do not like. There are maybe, like, a couple things. I'm gonna put up a different picture. I feel uncomfortable with Raz staring at me like that now. Do this picture. So, like, one thing I kind of take a little bit of issue with, is kind of something I just generally have an issue with a lot of, like, anime and whatnot, or a lot of T-rated, PG-rated stuff, is the way it handles romance and sexuality so far. The worst of this being the way it handled Raz grabbing Kai's ass. Now, you know, of course I was laughing my ass off when that scene happened. But I can't, and I know it's not what, there's no, like, messages about, like, oh, this is cool or anything like that, like, because, I mean, she fucking, that turns out, like, they wind up getting into a fight. They wind up getting into a fight over that, so it's obviously not supposed to be in a positive light, but even so, I feel like it was kind of maybe making light of a problem that is not an issue that should be taken lightly, especially in this day and age when now, like, I mean, you got, like, all these freaking scandals and whatnot going on. There's a whole movement around, putting an end to sexual assault and whatnot, so it's like, and that, kind of, and this is, like, kind of about reading between the lines with a game, or any piece of medium, is people will say, well, it's not encouraging it, it's like, well, but it is making light of it, because it kind of was treating it as, like, kind of a gag scene. Like, you're supposed to find it funny, and of course I did laugh, but but the reality is that, that kind of stuff happens a lot between, with, like, guys and girls, and it's not something that should be an acceptable practice. And also just, like, just a lot of the general, like, dumb, dopey, pervy moments. Funny thing is that there actually wasn't that much of that in the first game. There wasn't a whole lot of perviness in Valkyria Chronicles 1. It's really, now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, you didn't have scenes with, like, Welkin, like, like, accidentally looking up Alicia's skirt, or, like, the most you got, aside from a certain scene where, Alicia comes in with, like, a two-piece bikini, which, that was totally ridiculous, because, like, the girl, or at least, they saw her and Alicia, like, they had these, like, modern swimsuits, and, it was just silly, but, aside from that, which really, honestly, was just a scene where she just walked in, she was blushing, and Wilkin was like, oh my god. He's like, oh. Aside from that, the most you'd get would just be, like, suggestions, like, oh, like, there's, like, this reporter named Elliot, and it's like, oh, are you two lovebirds? Like, to Alicia and Wilkin, they're just like, no. Whereas in this game, there's more perv elements going on, but not in the way I really like. I mean, I'm a guy that likes, that likes all that kind of stuff. All the, like, I mean, I fully admit I'm kind of perverted in my own way. I'm pretty sure I've made perverted jokes before in my LPs. But I kind of make them a little bit nonchalant. But like a lot of these games, a lot of this anime stuff, they'll treat it with like a certain coyness that I don't like. Like like a lot of anime protagonists will be like totally timid about it, and it's just like that's just something I don't really like. And or when it makes girls seem like totally ridiculous and stupid. Like the part where Claude in the same scene where Raz grabs Kai's ass. And this also just furthers my point about how it kind of was making light of that kind of thing. With, like when Claude came out from under the tank, like when Riley was asking for something, and she just got all flustered because he was like down there with like a view of up her skirt, like an upskirt view. And it's just like for one thing, you're wearing tights. I mean, like you're not. I don't know. It just seemed really silly and ridiculous to me, that scene. Just that whole entire scene was, made me laugh. But I thought it was kind of dopey. Like, in the end. Like, I just didn't really like it all that much. So, that's kind of really just my main complaint. It's like whenever they handled stuff like that. And kind of, like, I will say, I'm not, like, one of those types of fucking people that are, like, I'm not, like, one of those types of people that think, some people do about, I'm trying to not struggle to say it, but because I don't like saying this kind of stuff, but there's certain elements about the way they go about sometimes the treatment of how they deal with female characters or whatever. Like, I've never really been a fan of the whole guy rescues girl type of trope, the damsel in distress or whatever. I've seen that kind of trope a couple times. Now, I have seen sometimes it kind of sort of reversed, like with Neige going after Leonhardt when he was in trouble, and slapping his shit silly. But just sometimes it just, I don't know. I'm just not particularly, I've just never been and I'm not like, and again, I'm not like one of those types of, like, one of them, like, oh, we gotta get rid of sexualization games and all that kind of crap. Like, I'm not one of those kinds of people. And I'm also not the kind of person that would suggest they, that they have to do that a writer has to do things a certain way, because that's restrictive. However, I will say that there are subtle elements that I notice. It's partially because of having watched stuff when I was younger. That kind of formed my brain a little bit. Obviously it didn't do a complete job with that, because if it did, then I wouldn't even be meditating on this. But I just see some of these kinds of tropes and whatnot, and I see a lot of tropes too, just in general. I see a lot of tropey, archetypey stuff, and that's, honestly, to that end, it's more like I just see things a certain way. It's not that, I'm like, oh, I hate this because it's tropey, because I think, honestly, if you hate things because of tropes, if you hate that something has tropes, then you just can't enjoy any media ever. You just can't. You can't. If you're looking at a video game and you're like, oh, well, this has the typical, this isn't unique enough. It has all this tropes and that tropes, and it's because at this point pretty much everything is a trope. There's nothing new under the sun, as they say. So it's more the way I see it is more it's a matter of how these tropes are combined, and if I just like certain tropes or not. As much as I complained about the whole sexual harassment bit from Raz, I do like him. I think a character like him is refreshing to me. In for games that are because I play a lot of games that are rated T, and a lot of them are really timid about characters who curse. And it's not they necessarily have to be timid about it. They just gotta make sure to not drop a whole lot of F-bombs. That's really all they need to do. Or to not have it be excessive to the point where it's they would raise it. But I think you'd have to be pretty excessive with the cursing for it to get to that point. But yeah. I do like Graz's vulgarity and kind of thuggishness and whatnot. He's probably my favorite of the main cast so far. Him or maybe Minerva. But I like them all to some extent. And I feel like Claude is I like Claude as a protagonist a little bit more than Welkin, just because Welkin doesn't really do much growing, but Claude does. You don't see it throughout the course of the main story that, or the present story. You see it in flashbacks and the like. Although I do hope that there'll be some point where the story will, test Claude's mettle. See if he'll, if something will happen where he might, you think he might be oh, I don't know if I can do this, and bug out off, but he, fights against it and turns out for the better or something like that, So yeah, I mean, those were really my only complaints that I have so far that I can think of. There are probably more that that I could think of if I put my mind to it. I have so far I have 14 of the 36 medals for this game. I'm sorry, I came upon this one meme. That's great. Hang on, I gotta. No, I can't save it. It's not. It's not like one. It's a funny meme. I'll have to show it the next time. Fuck is up with that gun? Oh, now I'm getting sidetracked. So yeah. So far, I like the game. You know, I just have like those couple of complaints. You know, and they're kind of mild at this point. You know, kind of overtaken by everything else that I like about it. I don't have problems with it being fairly samey from the first game. And apparently, according to a review, we have yet to get into the really good stuff with this. Like they're saying that this review I'm seeing is saying that apparently it gets really good at chapter 15. I'm gonna temper my expectations, as I always do. So yeah, overall I just really like it. I've laughed, I've felt melancholy, it's very rare for a game to make me cry. It has happened. There have been times where I've been brought to tears. But it has to get me in a real particular way. It has to really hit me. You know, like in a deep kind of way for it to get me to actually tear up. But you know, I felt sorry for characters. You know, I felt sorry for Minerva and Crystal and Ronald. Even though he's a racist piece of shit. But you know what? Rosie was a racist piece of shit, but she turned out being one of my favorite characters in the game. And Oboro from Fire Emblem Fates was a racist piece of shit, but she was my favorite character from Fire Emblem Fates, pretty much. So yeah, sometimes characters being racist pieces of shit is actually a good thing. I forgot that I had this picture of Isara blushing. But yeah. You know, I've liked the characters, I've liked the squad stories, I've liked, you know, and I almost like the squad stories more than supports in Fire Emblem because it feels more integrated into the story. I guess like there's I don't know. Well, it's kind of like a lot of those side stories are a little bit irrelevant from the main plot. It's like, oh, you know, you have to go and do this scouting mission, or go and find some. Go and defeat these guys here. You know, it doesn't really tie into the story. But but even so, I do like how it feels like, you know, these are stories that are happening throughout the course of the game's main story. You know, like, it feels like they might have some place in the timeline. You know, and I like that it involves multiple characters, usually more than two. You know, and generally speaking, it's made me like a lot of the characters more. You know, like, I would, you know, I'd think of, like, this character, like, oh, I don't really care for them, and it's like, oh, well, actually, I do. You know, games have a hard time doing that sometimes as well. Like with, you know, again, referring to Fire Emblem, you know, Fire Emblem Fates, like, there's some characters that I just really just do not give a shit about. Like, there's this one character, Setsuna, who's just basically acts like a stoner, and she just, there's just nothing really for me to like about her, and there's no development for her or anything, really. But with a lot of these characters in this game, like, it feels like there's always something for these characters. It always feels like there's something they want, something they feel like doing. Like, they have reasons for joining this war and doing the things they do. Or they work as good foil for other characters sometimes. You know, like, but even then, like, you know, they are foil with some development. You know, and that's nice, you know. So, you know, I like the characters, I like the story so far, you know, and I like the gameplay. So yeah, I just really like this game. You know, I mean, I was gonna play through the whole thing anyway, so it's a good thing that, you know, I'm liking it. It is a game that you could either burn through really quickly, or if you're doing it like me, you could get burnt out on it. Which is why I'm starting to do it once a week now. You know, but then again, I play strategy games a lot, so it could also just be that I'm getting burnt out on strategy in general. But I mean, I don't know. I don't think that's quite it, because, you know, you know, it's like I could still play a lot of these games. And I'm going to next week. I'm probably gonna next week. I think I'm gonna do you know, I'm gonna do this game. I'm gonna be doing Disgaea. I'm gonna do the first Disgaea game on PC. And let's see. I can't do any modern games, and you know, I kind of like that. You know, I'm just doing this one as the more modern game, as my main modern game. You know, doing Valkyria Chronicles 4 as like this is kind of like my feature presentation, and everything else I do is kind of gonna be more of the side. So. You know, so I'm not gonna be able to do any like, and I can't really do any other main or more modern, more current games either. Like I can't do Soul Calibur 6. I've tried, like I said, I tried recording it and it just didn't work. So I did. So instead, or like the latest Mario Party game, I would like to do that, but it's only for you know, I mean, obviously it's only a Switch game, and I don't have a capture card, so I can't record stuff off of my Switch. But I mean, even though I personally think I should get a Switch, even if I don't record, or not Switch, I should get a capture card, because even if I don't record shit, it would still be good for me, because, you know, then I could just play everything I want on my computer monitor, you know, without having to change the input or anything like that. But I'm probably gonna do, you know, I'm gonna do Disgaea, Valkyria Chronicles 4. I'm thinking I might play through one of the Fire Emblem games that I have on, that I have, like I'm probably gonna, maybe, might do either Genealogy. I mean, that would be a big project. I mean, then again, any Fire Emblem would be a big project, but I might do either Genealogy, one of the GBA games, one of the DS games, or maybe the original Mystery of the Emblem. I don't know, but I'm thinking I'll probably do a Fire Emblem game of some kind, and I might do either some older Soul Calibur games, Soul Edge, or maybe, I don't know, like Mario Party 3 or 5 or something like that. You know, those are just the games that I've just been kind of itching to play more of. You know, but anyway, expect, like, I mean, definitely expect Disgaea. I'm gonna do that. You know, my sister wants me to play it. Or has been wanting me to play it, you know, kinda. Like, she hasn't been like, oh, you have to play this. But, like, you know, like, I've had it in my Steam for a while. I've been meaning to do, like, an LP of it at some point. So I just want to do it now. Or not now, not right now, but next week. Probably Tuesday, I think. Valkyria Chronicles 4, I'll probably do on Mondays. This guy I'll probably do on Tuesdays. You know, and that's a change from what I had planned. I was originally going to be like, oh, I'm going to do it over the weekends, but then I just had this whole plan to just change up my schedule a little bit. Or rather my gaming blocks, I should say. So yeah, gonna do Valkyria Chronicles 4, Disgaea. You know, Wednesday you won't have anything. Thursdays will probably be, you know, what I do Fire Emblem on. Either Fire Emblem, or I might try Advance Wars. But I kind of want to stick to games that I know. but that I just want to, that I've just been jonesing to play through again. So probably a Fire Emblem game that I've played through, and then either a fighting game or a party game on Fridays. Probably the party game, just because it's more casual, and Fridays are a day to relax, even though Mario Party can be quite stressful. But yeah, so that's what you can look forward to starting next week, because I'll probably be doing more of this stuff later down the line. But these are just the games that come to my mind, as far as like games I kind of want to play or really want to play. I mean, a lot of people have done Mario Party 3, so I'll probably do Mario Party 5. Like, a lot of people, like, from what I hear, a lot of people are, like, really into the, a lot of people, like, talk about the N64 games. They're like, oh, these were the best Mario Party games, and it started getting bad on the GameCube. Like, I hear, like 6, 7, 6 and on were, like, just starting to get worse and worse. At least in the opinions of the general public. And so, like, but I think there's still one game in the bunch of Mario Party games that were released on the GameCube. There's one game that I do think was a good game, and it was the 5th one. It's also the Mario Party 3 and 5 are also the only ones I've played. So maybe I don't have a full opinion on this stuff, but I had fun with them, and so I like to explore one of the less talked about Mario Parties, I guess. I don't know. I'm not all that savvy with, like, the Mario Party fandom, I guess. But still, I want that's a game I've been kind of wanting to play. But I might not do that either. I might do something else depending on what my PC or what my streaming recording can handle. Because sometimes it causes stuff to lag, sometimes it doesn't. Because my computer is not the greatest PC out there. It's a pretty decent PC. Not the best, though. So, that might also affect what games I play and don't play. But I know I am going to play Disgaea next week, on Tuesday. Valkyria Chronicles on Mondays. And I probably can record. I think I'm pretty sure I can record Fire Emblem. I mean, I haven't tried, but I mean, come on. It's not that hard. It can't be that hard. And yeah, so anyway, that's gonna be it for me until next week. Starting Monday, we'll have Valkyria Chronicles 4. So look forward to that. And if you like, if you like my content, if you like my commentary and whatnot, maybe you might be interested in seeing me play other games. And that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be playing other games from now on. So you can have some variety to spice up your meme spiced up life. Variety is good, so why not go ahead and check that out if you want. If you want. No one's forcing you. Until then, see ya.